hard fought. I joked with Ted, I just did an interview, I said I think some of our guys wanted to pad their stats, so they wanted to play a few extra minutes in overtime to get some points. But again, I'm very proud of Mike and Sammy, the way they were resilient and made big plays when we needed it. And I thought we had it in regulation a couple of times. Sammy hit the shot, and then obviously Stovlin, he hit the tough one, and then we drew up a play where it was one of the options where we had a chance to win it. But I thought the guys were a little dejected heading into overtime, but they battled. We said get stops. Sure, Maryland probably missed some easy ones, but we made the plays. And Mike, we were going through him, and just a monster game. 35 points, 11 rebounds. That's very special.
Do you think it was
about both Sammy and Mike and the performances? Everyone knew it was on the line today, but for them to come out and play like they did, I thought it was really impressive.
Yeah. Their senior night, it was, they didn't get to celebrate the way they wanted to, and I said the best way to celebrate is by playing great basketball, and I thought both of them. Certainly Mike was terrific in saying they celebrated with their game on the floor today, and that's as sweet as it gets. So again, happy for them, and they certainly did the job.
Do you talked about the team being a little dejected at the end of regulation. Do you think it was important to get that first points in overtime? Because if Maryland scores, then to go ahead, the crowd's going crazy.
Yeah, no, I thought, and even just this game, jump ball, rattles around, and we're trying to get it, and they, I think we got a stop out of it, or they threw it away, didn't get deflected, we got it. So yeah, I think it was important. I mean, who knows, but to get on the board first and just let your defense get set and not play from behind, because we hadn't played from behind really all game, did we? When Sammy hit that
4-3.
What's that?
You trailed 4-3.
Yeah, it might have been tied. Sammy hit a big three for us at one point, but right. So that was I think it was important.
Talk about John Tell's basket that put you up on at the end there.
The one, when he drove, and I can't
Made
remember.
71-67. You're up 2.
Basement, yeah, it was. I'm trying to remember what call, if we had a call or not, but it just obviously they were probably if Mike was in the corner, they were concerned with Mike if that was a play. But yeah, we needed that, and Bob, they were you could see how they were playing off of him whenever he threw it in the post. So we had to get something from him, and again, he's so quick in getting to the rim and giving us that 2-possession cushion was significant. And I don't know why Joe fouled at the end. Just I guess he wanted to make interest.
Drama.
Absolutely.
Playing the line at the end.
Yeah, we did. I mean, you guys know Joe didn't practice, so we worked with 6 guys this week, and but he certainly never questioned his toughness.
You talk about how big of a relief from maybe a little bit of momentum you have with the 4 seed going in now. You need that rest for sure with your depth, but just that momentum, just to have a win heading into the tournament.
Yeah, I think that is important, again, because we practiced with 6 guys. Joe didn't practice. 6 guys that played in the game. So we're trying to get as much rest as we can when you look at the minutes, but that's where we're at. We've got right now, 7 guys, and we'll get them as fresh as I can and as prepared as I always say, but that was important for us. And I don't even know what it would have gone to had we not won that game seed-wise. I just knew if we won, we'd get the Friday game. And so guys stepped up when they needed to.
3 years in, can you think of a bigger win?
I mean, I think they've all been significant, but, they really have, because if you get there, but this was an important one for us. I hope I can think of some bigger ones as this moves on.
Tony, talk about going back to the first half. I'm sure it was important to get off to a good start, and I thought you guys really did.
To start the game?
Yeah, just to start the game.
Yep.
And
Yeah, we got good looks, played pretty solid defense, and I felt we were real steady. Again, I've used this with you guys before, but I told our team, I said, they've got to earn everything on that offensive end, and we got to be willing to earn our shots. And a couple times we were a little loose, but I thought we worked. We went through Mike as much as we could. They make it hard. I mean, our guys actually did a good job of post feeding, but I think he's going to sleep well tonight. I get a good feeling.
Can you explain why Sammy seems so comfortable in this building?
Yeah, he had a great one last year, didn't he?
Yeah.
So,
any rationale for that? Or?
You'll have to ask him. I wish I could. I thought he did a good job. So.
Coach, up by 12 with 8 minutes left, Maryland storms back.
Yep.
You've just blown one recently.
Yeah, right.
How important is this to take you into the ACC?
Well, it is, because, we missed some free throws. We had opportunities, and it's just, I thought, oh, here we go. But, again, at some point you got to, I guess, conquer that. And again, we've been in a lot of close games where teams have made runs at us, and we've had to get stops at the end of games to get a win. But fresh off of the Florida State game, when, again, Florida State made some tough shots, Maryland made some, you've got to be able to answer and make some plays down the stretch. And this time, we made some plays to answer it offensively. But we lost I think we had an 11-point lead, 10-point lead. Next thing you know, was we lost 5 points real quick. But we had just enough to get it.
We could see that Hassan is making progress. Can you tell us anything about Brogdon?
Yeah, Malcolm is, we're trying to get him, we're exploring avenues with him and to see where he's at, and I'll tell you more when I know more.
What, the out-of-bounds play, you fooled Maryland.
Yeah.
Did Joe's pass just underthrown? Because it seemed
It
like
was a-
he
it was
caught
a
it
little
under
bit
the
in front
basket.
of the rim. I don't know, I don't know if the ball hit the rim when Darion caught it. I thought he was gonna do something, and that was, because that would have been sweet. I mean, that would have been a great way. We got to look, and that, I think that's what we were like, we had it right there, and then we let it go, and that was hard when we came into the timeout. But there's a couple options on that. But if they don't guard that, then throw it. I said, if they don't guard it, throw it, and we'll blame that on Joe's. We'll blame the throw on his broken hand and the dumb fall at the end and his concussion. We'll make all those excuses.
Tony, how much are you going to need efforts like this from Sammy to
Yeah,
make
we
it better?
need, again, when they load up on Mike like that, other guys are gonna get opportunities, and that's, again, Sammy's had a really interesting year, and I'm so happy that he, responded like this, going through some of the struggles, the slumps and all that, but he responded, and that's great. I know he has more good basketball left in him, and I knew he did even back then when he was struggling to knock down shots, because he was helping us in other ways, and I thought he did it again today.
Time for two more. With Joe's concussion, was that what
On the
happened?
collision, when he and James collided, it was just incidental. James's elbow, he was coming towards the ball, Joe was going away, and his elbow, boom, popped him, and he got a mild concussion, and that's why we sat him out, but he was clear to play. And he didn't even, it was just that happened, and then
Regarding the collision, I know James sent you guys a letter on Friday.
very classy. Everything you know about that guy is classy. Just he sent it just a letter of apology. It was heat of the moment, and it wasn't like he, broke his rib by. It was just he's kind of gave him a little love tap with his foot, and I guess that's what happened. But it wasn't. The guy's a classy guy, and they got tangled up, and the way he acted after, the way he responded with, like you said, a letter and saying I'm sorry and that's not who I am. I thought it was classy.
The press seemed to get to you guys for a little bit late. What do you guys have to do to overcome?
Yeah, well, one time we made a mistake. The wrong guy inbounded it, and again, sometimes it's just relax, let the ball go through, get yourself set up, unless you can get it in real quick. But we handled it well enough. They kind of sprung it on us. And there was a lot of action going on, but again, you've got to be able to get it in bounds and get it in the right guy's hands. And when we needed to at the end, I thought we got it in.
Thank you guys on Mike's performance?
Mike's performance, terrific. I mean, you look at that statistically, what he did, but the tough shots he made and how physical they were being with him and, getting the ball and playing 44 minutes. He's done some great things this year, of course, but I think this was, again, to keep making those plays over and over and answering. And he's got a knack. He's got a specialty with that shot when he can fall away and you can't get to it. And I think that will bode well for him in his future.